Hello and welcome to another video. So ever since I saw Hang with Hope Scope's video on Flower Nose, Flower Nose has just had this intense just obsession. I've been obsessed with it. And it's just so beautiful. It's very, like Disney princessy type of vibes. And it's definitely what I thought makeup was going to be as a child when I would play dress up. And it's not modern day makeup. It's just, it's just boring. There's nothing to it. It's this sleek modern design, and I'm sick of this sleek modern design. However, Flower Nose is definitely a little out of my price range. They're not like there's definitely more expensive makeup out there, but there's also definitely cheaper makeup like Elf that is definitely way more affordable. And I just have a hard time justifying going and getting it for that price and just to have because it's pretty. And I want, especially when I have plenty of makeup. So what I did was just to satisfy the itch that I had to get pretty makeup. I went on to Temu and I got a bunch of stuff. I will say the packaging is definitely not as pretty as Flower Nose packaging is, but hopefully it will look like it did in the pictures. I definitely hope that. Oh, that's powerful. So I do believe that this is the primer that I got. Oops. Okay. I do believe that this is the primer that I got. And I do have to say, like, I got all this makeup for the price of maybe like one or two items from Flower Nose. They're definitely expensive, or more expensive. And both Temu and Flower Nose are Chinese brands. I don't know how ethical Flower Nose is for the price. I kind of hope that it's really ethical, that it's on the up and up, but I don't know, and I haven't really seen anybody do any kind of dive into it and try to figure out how ethical the company is. So this is the first product. It's definitely smaller than I thought it would be. Just looking at the picture, sometimes the pictures, they won't put anything that can help put it to scale. And I think they do that on purpose. So you can't really figure out what the size is. It has a cute, I don't know if you can see the detail really well, but I think that's like a little flower, potentially. And this is from the company Belgian Me. Could be. I'm sure I'm not saying that correctly. I can't read any of the ingredients or anything like that because it's all in Chinese. There's no English translation. But it's golden protein revitalizing cream for ladies. And it did say that it was like a primer. At least that's what I remember the listing saying, or maybe it can just be like used as a primer. And I dropped it. So one thing I think that will be a running theme as well is that there's not a lot of weight to any of this stuff. That can be a way to tell if something's more expensive or cheaper, is how much it weighs. I have no idea how much the flower stuff knows. Does it feel like it has some weight to it? It looks like it has some weight to it, but looks can be deceiving. And of course, I had to get a pretty little mirror because the flower nose has some pretty mirrors. So let's just put this cream on. Definitely don't know if it's I swear I remember it saying that it was like a primer, and it very well could be. It doesn't feel like any primer. It has a very moussey consistency. That's what it feels like. Like it's been like whipped, you know, like a whipped lotion. That's what it feels like. It's definitely not sticky. It's not heavy. It's definitely nice. It'll also be interesting to see if I break out. I'll definitely will film a follow-up tomorrow morning just to see what my skin's like. I do have this little guy that there's a pimple patch on, so we'll see how all this stuff kind of looks when trying to wear a pimple patch. There isn't really a strong fragrance either, so if you're sensitive to fragrance, I do think that this will work, because I can't really smell much of anything. And it's definitely cute, like, just to look at it, it looks very luxurious. It just, once you pick it up and you feel how light it is, then you know that it's not expensive. It's not a luxury item. Alrighty, I feel like I need a lip balm. I feel like my lips are drying out a little bit. I do believe this is the lip balm. I think this is one of those knockoff ones where it had the flower in it. I've been wanting to get one of those for a long time. Here's the packaging. It's the Petal Jelly Color Changing Lipstick by Lishi. Then I can't read like any of like anything on the back, which I presume would be like directions and ingredients and all that. So we're not going to worry too much about that. Okay. Ooh. It kind of matches the mirror a little bit, except the mirror is pink, and this is definitely more of a gold, but it's definitely a warmer, rosier gold. I don't know if you can see the detailing of this product. It's just kind of like a swirl embezzled design to it. Again, it feels lightweight, so it's definitely made probably from just like a plastic that's made to look like a metal. Yeah, it sounds like a plastic. But look at that. Oh, it's so pretty. It reminds me of like Beauty and the Beast and the flower. The problem with this is I don't know if I'm gonna want to actually use it. It's too pretty. But let's roll it back down so I don't ruin it. And this is color changing. I think my lips are changing to be a slightly brighter pink. I do have pinker lips, so sometimes this kind of stuff isn't like too dramatic of a change. It feels quite nice. It's very lightweight, which I know some people need to use a lighter weight lip balm so you don't get any breakouts or blackheads around the lips. And this is definitely very light, and it feels very nice. My lips definitely feel better. They feel more moisturized. We'll just put that up there. Alrighty. I think I'm trying to figure out like how long I should let the primer moisturizer thing sit before putting on the foundation, because I want to give the foundation a chance. So I think we'll come back and let it sit for a few more minutes, and then we'll come back and put this on. And this is I believe they said it was color changing. So there's pigments in here, and then through rubbing it into your skin, it's going to change, I guess, to my skin color, or whatever the pigment they put in here is. That's all it is just unblended foundation pigment put in, and then you are paying to rub that in, and so it's whatever color pigment they put in the product. It's not magic. So, let's see what this bad boy looks like. It's definitely cute, and this does have some weight to it. The brand is Sador. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, hopefully, but this feels and looks a little cheaper, the gold part, but this definitely has some weight to it. Kind of looks like it would be like a foggy, clouded glass, like, I don't know why I thought like the whole like gold thing was going to come off. It's like a little crown. It's so cute. Okay, I'll put some on my hand just because I want to see what it looks like. Okay, kind of a purpley color like the bottle. Let's rub that in. Oh, it is changing. Now I do have to point out that because I'm so fair, I feel like I stood more of a chance for this to work for me than someone who is a medium to a darker skin tone. I can't even see it, man. It's a very light coverage, but I do believe there is some coverage to this. Here, maybe I should clip my hair back so it doesn't get into my hair. And then we will put this on and see what it's like. Okay. Should I pump it just like directly onto the face? Pump there. Pump there. Gonna pump there. I don't really want to put any on my neck because the shirt I'm planning to wear today is a mock neck, and I don't want any of this on there. It's a very light coverage, and I feel like they do that with these color changing foundations. From what I've seen and observed, they make them more sheer. That way it stands more of a chance to matching your skin tone because there isn't a lot of coverage and pigment, so you can't see. They don't want you to be able to see that it doesn't perfectly match your skin color. I definitely feel like I look like I have something on my skin, but it's giving, kind of moisturizer as opposed to a foundation. I do feel though like it made me maybe a little paler because I do think it's slightly lighter than my skin color. In certain places I can tell like it's just sitting on top of the skin as opposed to like melting into the skin. So it'll be interesting to see what will happen when I put the powder on to set it. Is it just gonna maybe just not mix very well and look a little cakey? I hope not. I didn't get a blush, but I think the eyeshadow palette, there was some colors in here that we could definitely use as a blush. This is probably one of the little cuter packagings. We got the little cherubs on here. Capline. I'm not sure if I'm saying that name correctly, and none of the ingredients or directions are in English, so can't really comment on that too much. Oh, it's kind of like a book. You have to like pull this off to open it up, like a journal. That's cute. So it's got this little lace and the cherubs. And it's very cute. It's kind of like a cardboard like consistency. It's not plastic. There is a mirror. A little bit of cover on it. Man, it's already so dirty. Alrighty. See, I was thinking, we could use this bigger peachy tone as the blush. Oh, man, I touched that because I was like, man, that's an interesting texture. And it's definitely an interesting texture. It's not a powder. It's a cream. I think everything else is a powder. Yeah. I don't really know what I'm supposed to do with that. It kind of looks like fish eggs or larva or something. It's a little concerning. But this is what it looks like. This part is plastic, but they are embossed. They have some butterflies and cherub and flower, and it's definitely very, very pretty. I feel like my brushes aren't very pretty. And I feel like I kind of need pretty brushes for this, but I don't have pretty brushes for this, so we just gotta just take the lightest color and just put that everywhere. That's an easy place to start. I feel like all my good brushes are dirty. Trying to create like a little winged out shape here. Alrighty. I feel like I should have done my eyeshadow, then the foundation, but whatever. The foundation didn't really have any coverage, so I don't think I could have really carved out my eye look anyways. Feel slightly bad for using the eyeshadows because they're just so pretty. And the more I use it, the more that's going to go away. But now I'm going to put this, instead of like the outer like 2/3, going to put this like in the outer third area. So we're getting a little deeper as we go. So far it's really good, and I'm not seeing any fallout, which I feel like is really quite amazing that there's no fallout. Okay, so now I feel like we can take one of the shimmery shades. I think I'm going to take the lightest pink one. And that's not the brush I wanted. Here, okay. And I'm going to just take a flat brush and going to do a fake little cut crease moment without actually cutting the crease. I feel like this will just be like more like a daytime cut crease as opposed to a nighttime look. But because we put the lighter color out here, it will give a little bit of a cut crease. This palette definitely is good for, I feel like, soft glam, no makeup. It's very, very, very subtle, the shimmer that it gives. I wonder if it'd be better to use my finger. Might get a little bit more pigment out of it. Pack those sparkles in. Again, I think it's very good for no makeup. I'm going to take a little concealer and cut the line right there, make that nice and sharp. I didn't see any like fancy concealers unfortunately. And just to find all this stuff, the keyword that seemed to work on Temu is pretty makeup. And if you type in pretty makeup into the search bar for this, you will pretty much find every single product that I'm using, unless it's no longer available. Okay, wait, blush. Okay, so we're going to pick up this color. And use it as a blush. See how that works. It's definitely subtle. I'm someone that likes very loud in your face kind of blush. I think I tend to have a little bit too heavy of a hand when it comes to blush. So this will be a nice change to just have a more natural blush. Okay. And then I took the deeper pink. You can see what I'm pointing to right there. And I just used it to be more of a contour shade for the cheeks. So just put it out here, made some pull, and wrapped it down a little bit. I just realized I haven't put any on my nose. Alright. I feel like that worked out perfectly. And I don't see really that it's too patchy or anything like that. So I am definitely pleasantly surprised with this palette, and it is so freaking cute. So I'm happy with that. That might be the thing that I'm actually the most happy with. So let's get into the powder. I think we are safe to move on to that step. And the packaging for the powder is definitely very pretty. It has like this holographic pink packaging, and here is what the powder looks like. This is probably the fanciest so far. I don't know how it's translating on camera, but it's definitely very beautiful. This is it glass though? This is definitely plastic, but it's made to kind of look like, you know, an engraved glass. This is a pink powder. It's pretty much what I use, except I made this pink powder. I got a hard candy translucent powder because that's like the cheapest thing you can get. And then I added a little bit of blush and I made my own pink powder. Yes, has a puff. A lot of times I just use a brush to apply my powder. Try to peel the thing off, and I'm struggling. Okay. I feel like the tab needs to be a little longer. Okay, it was a little messy. It's okay. The powder kind of went everywhere. Oh no. Oh, it's on my black jeans. I'm gonna have to get some water, I think, and rub that out. Okay. So, you see, it's a very light pink. I don't even know if you can see it on the puff. It is pink, just very, very subtle. I feel like this. It's a little sparkly. I had no idea. I feel like this isn't very good at getting into up into under my eye. So let's just take a brush and kind of spread it around the skin a little bit. Okay. Definitely sparkle and shine now. Oh, I don't know if you can see on camera, but in person, I am very sparkly. It's still very, very cute, and the brand is Mac Andy. I think packaging-wise, I think I'm the most impressed with this. It's very pretty. I like it. Although I wish the glass had some weight to it like this, but this gold part kind of cheapens it a little bit. You can tell that it's not very expensive by that gold part. Okay. Here, maybe we should save the best for last. And I do have this mascara wand, and it does have a little mirror back there. You can't use it to like apply your mascara though, because you need to use this. So it's a very small wand, but if you're someone who wants it to look like you're not wearing mascara, you don't want people to know you're wearing mascara, this is definitely for you. Okay. It's definitely very natural. It's natural looking mascara because it doesn't just clump the mascara onto your eyelashes. I also got this little glittery thing right here. We could put it over the cut crease. I'm just worried that I'm glistening and shining too much. I don't know if it's really, can you see that? I don't know if my camera is picking up the glitter very much. It's also, the glitter's on the slightly bigger side. I don't know how safe this is. But Aga is the brand. You can find it like under like a highlight or eyeliner. They said it could be either one. But oh man, once it dries down, it doesn't move. It's on my hand. Again, I feel like it's not picking up on camera, which is disappointing. It's just, it's sad. Maybe I should put just, no. Almost, I feel like I put that on for a nighttime look, but I'm just going grocery shopping after this. Okay, oh, is this the same brand? No, they're different brands. The lip balm was Laolishi. This is Skyvy. This is the box. And this is the lipstick. Let me see here. It's, okay, so they are different, but they're very similar. Alright, and this one, I'm nervous, is supposed to be where the lipstick is embossed. It is. Oh my goodness. You see how beautiful that is? I don't know how. You can see just all the detail. The pattern that's carved into it. I see a bird. There's a little smudge right there. I don't think I did it because I don't see any red lipstick anywhere, so I think it came that way. But there's birds in leaves. That's what it looks like. I wonder if I should just take a little brush. You can use like a little lip brush and take some from down here so I don't ruin it, or just take it like for like right here in the center. Yeah, just feel too bad. Okay. It's definitely oranger. Okay, I'm just gonna put it on normally. Let's just do it. Okay, this is definitely not a true red. It's an orangier bricker red. But they have like 3 different red shades that you can choose from. But it feels very nice. It feels very, very creamy and moisturizing. My lips don't feel dry, at least not yet. We'll see how it wears. Is that everything? I think that might be everything. Okay. So, definitely pleasantly impressed with the quality. Like, nothing's really settling into the creases of my eye, and a lot of the eyeshadow I have now would, especially since I didn't do anything, like didn't put any like primer or powder or anything on before to help. That's what you normally have to do to help with the creasing. So far, so good. We'll see how it looks at the end of the day, though. I feel like I could have used a lip liner with the lipstick a little bit just to clean up the edges, but red lipstick sometimes, can be a little bit unforgiving like that. The eyeshadow as a blush worked amazing. And the powder and the foundation worked very well together. I don't feel like I look too cakey or too makeup-y. Like, it looks very, very natural. Very natural finish, other than how incredibly sparkly I am. But I don't mind. So, yeah, this has been some, I feel like, pretty makeup, unique makeup, definitely princess worthy makeup. My younger self would be so happy. I really like this packaging. I don't know why. Maybe it's like the holographic iridescence that I like. Yeah, so I'll come back and I'll show you what it looks like at the end of the day so we can see how it wears. And then I'll also show you tomorrow and we'll see if any of this stuff caused me to break out. Because I feel like that's a concern with cheaper makeup. What is it going to do to my skin? But so far, just first impressions, incredibly positive, especially when you consider what I paid for all of this stuff. It's pretty good in total. I think everything came up to like under $20. It was pretty amazing to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 products. Oh no, 9 products for that much. When you could, for $20, you could barely like get one thing from Flower Nose. Maybe someday I'll be able to purchase from Flower Nose and then I can compare the quality. From what I've seen, they seem like a pretty good, legitimate makeup brand. So, but I don't think they have like any like foundations or anything like that. So, alright, I'll see you guys at the end of the day and then tomorrow morning, seeing if I break out or not and how long it lasts will give us an idea of the quality of this makeup. So, bye.